A woman wanting a man to do nice things for her does not make her want to be less than.
And my response to that is this. The whole concept of chivalry, me doing nice things for you, being a gentleman for you, is based on the idea that women are the weaker sex. Which is why I pull out a chair for you, which is why I hold the door for you. Because if you're my equal, I don't do those same things. Like, me and this man are equal. I don't pull out his chair. I won't hold the door for him. I won't give him my coat if he's cold. I don't pay for his food because we're equals. He can do that for himself. I do that for a woman based on the idea that she is the weaker sex. That's where the whole notion of chivalry originated at, is women are the weaker sex and they needed to be taken care of. So if you want to be my equal, that X's out chivalry.
Do you disagree? Do you disagree with that?
Do you disagree?
I do.
All right, but based on other than the fact that in your gut you don't like what I just said and you disagree, why do you disagree?
It's not that in my gut I don't like it, so I disagree. It's just that I don't feel like it's.
But that's a feeling. What I'm saying is, what is your reasons for the feeling? Like,
Can I just make a point?
Because even if you wanted to be that weaker sex, I mean, if you wanted to be weaker and you wanted somebody to take care of you, good luck in finding somebody that's gonna actually do it.
A lot of people still do it. I pull doors and hold on. But
I'm not talking about just opening the door.
I love it. I do too. I buy you a bag of loud and
Everybody don't smoke.
a fifth of tobacco.
Everybody don't smoke. So even just little things as far
Some
as
Longhorn Steakhouse.
taking your car to be serviced as opposed to the woman doing it herself. If you're gonna take care of her,
that's based
and
on
you
you
want
being
her-
a
we
weaker
could
sex.
say, yeah.
I mean, if you want her to be that, then let her be it.
But
But don't say, okay,
I would
today
say it's more of
I
a
want you to be
neutral. I would
weak.
say it's more of a role.
Today I want you to be
than
weak.
equality. It's more of a
Tomorrow
role.
you go ahead and you get all this
Michael
snarl.
Jordan-
Hold on. Can I, before we, I gotta get this off. Now you just made me, you gonna make me forget my initial point.
Oh, go
but
ahead, go ahead.
that-
Give her the medicine.
Oh,
On everything, this is not a lie, this is truth, it's not, I'm not exaggerating any. I've had females cuss me out for holding doors and all that. So I mean,
Because
it's
they don't know no better.
okay. Well then that's, how do we decipher which one, like, that's it, that goes to the whole, you want this but you don't want it. So if that female, her feminism, she believes it so fucking much that she trying to be like, I don't need you to hold my door and shit. But y'all opposing, because like, I do want you to hold my door. I do want you to pat me. But my initial point is, if you look at everybody that we take care of, seniors and babies, they're weaker than us, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So if a female want to get taken care of, what position does that put her in?
Exactly. In the weaker position.
Either or.
No, it's not either or.
Because I mean, you cannot.
You can't logically go to
In all due respect, in all due respect, I feel like those roles are set up for a biological reason, and that's to say that our intellect as men, our intellect sometimes clouds our judgment because we know so much, to whereas a woman can feel something that's happened that ain't logically finna happen. But because they have this intuition, this women's intuition that God gave them to protect them against us, because they have this, sometimes they're able to feel and foresee things to happen that your logic may oversee or your logic may miss. And that's their role in the family, is to be able to feel things, that danger coming towards the family when a man's logic is not able to recognize, when it can get past a man's logic. You see what I'm saying?
So how they end up with 4 baby daddies by 4 different dudes?
Because they take in. They're recessive. We plant seeds. We plant seeds. So what happens is they become.
But you just said they was forewarned. They know that it's gonna happen before it's happened, but they still let it happen to
Because
them.
we are good at what we do.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's really what it comes down to. We are able to, and that's another thing we do to our women. We tear them down to have them stop using that ability to where now, when it benefits us, it's not there for us. Because we've told her, no, I don't trust your intuition because I'm not lying. I wasn't fucking her. And then where we was, her intuition is telling her that. But we like, no, ignore your intuition. That's not what it was. So she becomes so numb with that her intuition becomes so numb that by the time you really need it for the family, it ain't there. Now she making the same mistakes you make, and then she serves no
You
purpose.
should have gotten the camera because I don't want nobody to think I said nothing.
Piggybacking on what you just said is, when I started this whole thing about the humanist thing, as I said, just because women are our equal does not mean that they don't have value. Women have a value in your life. A good woman adds something to your life. But that just doesn't make our contributions and our existence equal. I mean, that's just my honest opinion on it. It's because we're not equal. Like, if I got $1 in one hand and $1.50 in the other, I got money in both hands, right? I just got a little bit more of something over here.
Right.
That's women. They $1. You know what I'm saying? I just got a little bit of extra 50 cents on top of mine. That's the only difference. But when he started talking about men focused through intellect, that is 110% true. Like, we focus through cold, Vulcan logic. Mm-hmm. And a woman's job is to inject emotion into our thought process in the proper way. Now, the problem is a lot of women are very undisciplined in their presentation, and they inject emotion when it's not time for you to be injecting emotion. Exactly. Sometimes it is time, and women don't like hearing this, sometimes it is time for you to sit there, look pretty, and shut up. It ain't time for you to talk because you feel like it's time for you to talk. It ain't time for you to interject yourself into the situation because it's not that time. Just wait, play a role, and be what you're supposed to be, which is underneath me.
Church.
I swear.
Oh my God.
This nigga
Just drop the fucking mic, man. Just drop the mic. This shit over with.
Oh my God.
Oh fucking genius.
Hold on. Even back in that phrase they used to say, behind every good man is one.
Good woman.
What was she at? What was she at?
Behind.
Behind
Say
them.
that again?
Behind.
And females,
Not next to you.
Excuse me.
Not next to you, but behind.
Mm-hmm.
helping a man, growing a man, because we a team. If I'm going to the top, guess who's coming with me? You. But why you sabotaging with that crab mentality, breaking me down, saying I ain't shit, breaking my spirit, my drive, you ain't got no job, you doing this, you stop chasing them dreams and all this shit. Now we both in the gutter. I'm a no good nigga.
In order for men to be equal with women have to bring us down a notch. King and queen, like Patrice O'Neal always says, king and queen are not equal.
Nah.
You can be a queen because I'm a king. I can't be a king because you're a queen.
And what that means is, like he said, a queen cannot raise a man up to the level of
highest
king.
level.
Exactly.
You
He
can't.
can't. She can't raise him up to a king. But a king can bring that pawn,
And make her a
and make
queen.
her a queen.
And that's 3 moves ahead.
That's
For
3
your
moves
ass.
ahead.
For your ass.
Right.
It don't, it,
Please, I know y'all
it
got something to
stings.
say.
So what happens is, right?
They gonna come with backup next
No,
time.
no,
Y'all know
no.
that, man.
This what
They come
happens,
with
right?
backup next time.
It stings like a motherfucker at first, right? But then after a while, over time, you'll go on with your day and your life, and you'll start understanding. You'll start understanding.
But I want to understand the frame of mind right now. Give us something.
They just don't agree.
Something.
But yeah, give me, if they don't agree, I want to know the real reason why they don't
We
agree.
can agree to disagree. And I'll
No, we
agree with
can't.
that.
But you're not giving any examples of
why
why
you
it doesn't.
disagree.
Why you, yeah.
After this long soliloquy I just went into.
We got a whole other list of stuff we're supposed to be focused on.
Don't
We keep getting off
don't-
track,
don't
coming right back to
deflect.
the same
Don't
subject
deflect.
that we were supposed to come back to at a later date.
It is one thing on
Y'all want to run it
Alright,
into the
that's fine.
ground.
Go ahead.
On a degree, I agree with Wendell as far as women trying to get like the same pay as men. They complain about it. Well, we want to get paid, we want to be equal, but they not willing to put in that same work. Like that same job, your feet hurt, your back hurt, I'm tired. That's what you're going to hear from women as opposed to
I'm on my
men
period.
breaking their fucking back, them 8 hours.
I got them women
To make
at my
that
job.
money.
I got them women working at my job. I supervise those
But
people.
they want to make that money,
Yeah.
but they don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
That don't translate to other areas of life.
Let me ask you
It's-
this.
Yes, it does.
Let me ask you your opinion on this as well. If, considering how many women in the workplace now, especially black women, make more than the average black man, if you have the power of the economy, if you have the power of the dollar, if you are the breadwinner in your relationship, shouldn't you be treating me? Because the whole concept of I pay for dinner, or I take you out to eat, and I pay for your whatever, is based on the fact that got started when men were the primary breadwinners. Men were traditionally making more money than women. So now that we've gotten to this age where women make more money than men, shouldn't that flip around?
It has.
Why wouldn't it?
It has.
Why hasn't it?
Yeah.
I get taken out all the
Well,
time.
why hasn't it then?
I get
Because
treated all
you're
the time.
picking the motherfuckers that got them booty pics.
Well, I still
That don't
That's what
know.
I'm saying.
She don't know.
No,
They ain't even
No,
got
hold
real
on, hold on.
jobs. They Instagram models.
Excuse me.
Don't talk about my hoes like that.
Do not limit that mentality to the chicks with the booty pics. Cause I will date some bougie, uppity, high level, six master
It just
degrees,
depends on
Yes, I dated a woman.
200,000,
Yes.
and they still had that same mentality of what is a man gonna do for me.
And I'm sorry,
But
that's who you find.
It depends
I'm sorry, that's who you find.
what you do for them.
If that is who y'all dating, y'all
depends on what
dating the
you do
wrong
for
women. Y'all can't. You can't.
Where
fault-
is magical
you
women that
can't
we're
fault-
supposed to be dating?
You can't fault the entire species of women just based on the few that you meet.
Where are these magical
They
women
wanna
I'm
be
supposed
cheap
to be
with their
dating?
money, that's their
Because he's
business.
got a
Let
type,
them
he's
be
got a
cheap.
type, he's got a type, and I got a type. And when we walk out this door, we all see the same thing from all these different women in different walks of life. So tell me where I'm supposed to go to find these magical. Huh? I'm not yelling.
Passion. That's called passion. It's called
I
passion.
believe what I'm saying. I have a philosophy behind this.
Yes.
This is not no random shit I'm saying just because the cameras running and the mics on. I really, if we was out in the street having the same conversation, I'd tell it to
Which
you
we've
the
had
same
many
way.
times before. But she was right. We did have an agenda. We kind of sideswiped with the whole feminist thing. I want to dedicate a
Nobody's gonna hear
series,
this.
a
Podcast.
podcast to that. We have to address that issue. But right now,
I got a question
We're
for
an
the
equal
ladies.
panel, too.
I got a question for the ladies getting back onto the topic, right?
Go ahead.
Seriously.
Go ahead.
So you single? Or you in a
Yep,
relationship?
I'm single.
Okay. Have you been in a relationship?
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
shut you down. You don't got your question no more?
I'm sorry. You lose by default. I apologize.
It's okay. It is okay.
How does social media affect your relationship? Or how does media in general affect your relationship? So if you see that your significant other is getting attention from women, and let's just say it's unsolicited attention. It's not his fault that he's getting this
It's not
attention.
malicious.
Right. He's not asking for this attention.
It's just his pure charm.
He got that gift.
Right, because every woman typically wants a man that somebody else wants because that's what makes him want to,
Yeah.
right?
You don't agree?
Whatever.
No,
You do agree.
I need you to participate. I really need you to participate.
Is that not true?
So
You've told
I
me.
cannot talk for everybody.
Talk for you.
When he's getting attention
Yeah.
on social media,
Yes.
I do have a problem with it. I bring it to him. I don't say it to the girls, which I could be like, get up off my man dick. I can't say that.
well, why does
Why,
it?
yeah, why are you bringing it to him though? Why is he
Because-
in trouble?
He didn't.
I can't like, why is he getting
I feel
trouble?
like you shouldn't have a
Because-
problem with it though. If they want to pay him attention, I mean, I'm sure there are guys that pay you attention on social media, but it's not a problem until
Oh, look at
as
that
long
face.
as long as the person
You
that's
zoom
receiving
in on
the
that face, you
attention
give away everything. It's like,
Did you do it? We gotta get that.
as
Yeah,
long
that's
as
right.
the person that's receiving the attention is not reciprocating it, it's not a problem.
And they not taking it in. I'm just making sure nothing's taken in.
What do you
What
mean?
do you mean
What do you
by
mean by
that?
that?
Like some people get off on that shit. And
What
then
do you
they
So
You
what
don't
if
want
they
him to
do?
get
You
off?
got no
You
control
don't, right,
over
you
that.
don't want him to get off?
Suppose I feel.
Hold on, wait.
Don't you want him to get off?
Wait. She said some women get off on that. What do you get off on?
I like attention. I like attention.
I mean,
I love
we can't get
attention.
attention.
Everybody.
No, you can't get attention.
I love
You
attention.
can't get attention.
But I know what happens when I either give attention or receive it. People take it out of context. It's not everybody. It's not everybody. If you like somebody's picture, they look at it like she want me. So I'm finna send her a message. What's up? What's been up?
did you
It's like,
did you
okay.
did you know that before you did that? Though?
No. You
What's
don't
wrong?
always know that.
What's wrong with what's up?
What happened?
What's-
Hold on. What happened to that woman's intuition thing
No,
that they have? Did they just suddenly they just lose it right then and there?
No,
The
it
intuition?
becomes clouded when it's not practiced. Just like any muscle, if you're not constantly using it, it becomes limp. And if you're not really using it or aware of it, you know what I'm saying?
What? Hold on. Rewind what you just said that.
What?
The what's up and the what's been up.
What's
I didn't
wrong?
get that either.
What's wrong with what's up and
I
what's
mean,
been
but
up?
that's
not flirtatious.
but that
That's not
starts
flirtatious,
something though.
But that's not
Because you can
flirtatious.
say nothing. You can say nothing,
But it's not-
and then it continues. It doesn't stop with
That's
that.
a poison
It,
y'all
it
females
depends
had.
on
Yeah,
how.
yeah, yeah.
Is that
It
you
depends on
think
where it
worst case
goes.
scenario
Fear
always
is always.
And that's why
out of
y'all
fear.
don't
And that's
stay
out of
on
fear.
friends.
That's out of
why you
fear of
don't
the
do it. Could
possibility.
you trust if it was just you and Anthony in this podcast and you and your girls, and would you leave and trust him with your girls alone?
Hell no. And I ain't got
And
no
that's the
girl.
problem.
It is.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah.
Ask me the same question.
If it was just you and your guys in here, and you have to run to the store, is she coming with you or is she staying here?
I'll be back.
Cause
I
you know
can
that
second
she
that
gonna
motion.
be well taken care of.
And I
Okay,
trust,
you know,
I trust
fucking
her,
well. I'm
and
not
I
going
trust
nowhere.
you all. Women don't trust each other.
Exactly.
They don't know how to be
Even
each other's
they best.
friends.
But what she's saying is, but no, she's not saying she don't trust the girl. She's saying she don't trust you.
No, that's not what she's saying.
That is.
That's not what
They,
she's saying.
I mean, they try.
That's what it
any and
sound like,
everything.
No, that's not what she's saying.
That's
Ask her.
what she said.
No, ask her. She said you ask her.
You just said
I don't trust the attention that they're giving him.
But you
I
just.
don't. If I put something out there, see, because we went from him to me. If somebody give him some attention, I'm not okay with it.
Why?
Why?
are you
Because
okay
I don't.
with attention that you get?
Absolutely.
Are you okay with him giving
That's
attention to other
hypocritical
women?
though.
No.
That's hypocritical.
Well, that don't make
Do you
sense.
give attention to other guys?
No.
Why you?
Whoa,
Hey,
wow,
hey,
what was
hey,
that?
hey.
What was that?
What was that? I got that on camera.
Don't be put.
I got that on camera, bro. I got that on
You know
camera.
what?
Whatever that face was,
I'm
I
gonna
got
stand
it
on
on
this.
camera. I don't even know.
She represents 99% of females, man. Hypocrites. Give me attention, you don't get any.
Right.
I can give that nigga attention. You better not look at that other
Exactly.
fucking female.
Remember what I said on the
Be
podcast?
honest.
He's selfish.
Remember what I said on the podcast beforehand that women's goal is to have us on an island where they're our only option.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that's manifesting.
They talk to be emotionally selfish. Just breed it.
Can't believe you.
Let's be honest.
Are
Let's be
you,
honest.
are you a no offense, right? Do you consider yourself a jealous person?
I do. Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I do.
But don't you
I
think
do,
don't you
sometimes.
think being a jealous person hinders your relationship between you
it does.
and your man? So you know that.
Are you
So-
taking steps
so-
to correct it?
But it sounds premeditated though because you know
Is it premeditated?
that's what it sounds like to me. I'm not sure.
You're not doing anything to correct it. So if he told you you have to fix that behavior or your relationship will have issues, would you put forth the effort to fix it or would you just say that's just how I am?
But she knows that, so she hasn't fixed it.
But has he presented to her like, hey man, that jealousy shit? you
But
gotta
she
stop
already knew, so we don't have to present it to her. She already knew. She already know her flaws, so therefore she needs to take the actions to fix
You
them.
proactive.
I feel like I'm on daytime television.
that. You right.
Well, that should be some marriage
We
counseling.
need to bring out Dr. Phil.
Nah, I'll punch you in the
Now he be instigating stuff.
But am I right?
Please don't
Am
mention
I right or
Hold
am
on,
I,
hold on,
this
hold on.
podcast.
Wait.
am I right or am I wrong?
As far as
Dude, so when you're with your children, right? You know, if you told them don't do something, if they know not to do something already, right? And then they do it, you like, what the fuck? You know not to do that.
Absolutely.
So you thinking as a grown up adult logically that you would fix what you're doing. You see what I'm saying?
But this is not something an issue that we have on a regular though. It's
But
not.
But
it's
you
not
know
on a
you're
regular.
wrong.
I do.
So why haven't you taken the steps to fix it? Because you already know that it's hindering your relationship.
Because again, it's not something that we encounter on a regular basis.
But you
Is
can't
it a
keep.
problem though? Like when you do encounter it?
When it happens, yeah.
That's an unnecessary
That
spice.
should be reason enough to fix it.
Cause you know what's gonna happen. Summer coming, he about to get his swole on again, and they about to come after him. You know it's coming. Shark Week, baby.
Oh my God.
And so the thing I want to dig into is every time you gotta fix a problem, that take away from fixing a problem that you could have fixed already. You see what I'm saying? You're going backwards.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Stop. Don't patronize me.
I'm not.
Take it in. Just take it in. Go ahead.
Because I'm saying something.
Because it's sarcastic. It's sarcastic.
It's sarcastic. But you see what I'm saying, though, right?
I do.
It's kind of like you.
Why fix it when it happens? Don't wait
If it's
then
a
and be like,
recurring
okay,
problem,
I need to
right.
go ahead and fix
You
this
patch it up,
now
quick
before it
fix.
does happen.
Yes. And everything
Okay,
that we
I
deal with,
understand.
health issues, financial issues, if we deal with it before it becomes an issue, it works out better for us. Relationships are no different. This man is giving you a key. A lot of guys don't talk. And that's what females say our biggest thing is. But really we do. You just aren't in tune with the language we speak. You don't have that Rosetta Stone. You fortunate to have a brother who can articulate his feelings to you and tell you this is how I feel. So you choosing that is just a simple act of defiance. Is all I can say. It's like, this is me. I'm not going to do it. I know it makes you happy, but
Say that again. It's a simple act of what?
defiance.
All right, there you go. There you go.
Which is hypocritical. Because you say I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
We gonna hug it out afterwards. Okay? We all gonna hug it out afterwards. I know this is tough. You know what I'm saying? But that's not just in your relationship.
I know
And
that.
but y'all sitting here so y'all can take into this. But I go through this too with just people in general, not even in considered relationships, just relationships with people. You know what I'm saying?
Not romantic relationship.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not even necessarily romantic relationship. It's just relationships with people where, you know, like me and Wendell, you know, he don't agree with me on something. Instead of saying what the fuck he gotta say, and so that I can fix what I'm doing wrong, he just holding it in. And now he's looking at me all the time.
Man.
And I'm scratching my head like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Can you understand the analogy? So that's what is the core of the issue. If you know it's a problem, if you know that it's something that you're not doing right, take the necessary actions to fix those before it becomes a problem again, and now y'all gotta fix that problem instead of dealing with something else you could have dealt with.
Can I piggyback on that while it's fresh in my head?
Yes, you can.
Because it's something to add to that as well. So say he tries to correct the behavior, like, you know, I don't like it when you do this. That's not the time for you to throw something back in his face. But I don't like when you do this, or you do it too.
Yes.
That's the time for that.
Yes. Thank you. Oh my
I
God.
make it, for me personally, I let my girl know, hey, if there's something you don't like, bring it to me. But don't wait for me to bring something to you that I don't like for you to start trying to give me this laundry list now. Because that's not, now you're not being receptive, now you're being combative.
Right.
Every time I walk outside the door, I gotta fight. I'm not trying to come in these walls and fight. You know what I'm saying? So
Can you say that one more time? Can you say that one more time?
when I walk outside, I gotta put my arm on. I don't want to wear it in the crib too. I should be able to be exposed to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about getting confronted and accosted. You know, I'm tired. I just want to relax. Be my peace. Don't add to my turmoil.
Yeah,
It won't work.
that's ultimately the thing that you can do that no other woman can do is bring him that peace when he gets home. So all these
That's vital.
Didn't he just say everything a woman can do for him, he can do for himself? You can't bring your own peace.
Oh, yeah.
I can get
nobody's
rid of you.
there,
I can get rid of you.
And that-
I can
I
get
can play
rid
my
of you.
PS4,
And now
right?
I can
Talk to my guys.
I can
Nobody's
get
there.
rid
It's
of you.
very peaceful.
Right,
Wait.
exactly. I can get rid of you, and then I can find my chief. You see what I'm saying? But I want you here. But I need you to give me that peace that you can give when I come home. Does that make sense?
Here's one of the things I'll say about that is men can find fulfillment in frivolous activities. Women need deeper spiritual shit. I can find a real sense of fulfillment in a new PS4 game that just came out. I can find real fulfillment in watching NBA League Pass all damn night. I can get that from that on some surface level shit.
I could go to Arnie's.
Yeah.
I could go to Arnie's and get a lap dance.
Yep.
And I could totally
That's real shit.
Yeah.
And I could totally forget about you and all the shit you done put me through this week. Cause she gave me that peace. She gave me that piece of ass.
We can create our own peace on a very frivolous surface level. But your woman, now this is where y'all value comes in at. is the peace I get from my woman is so much deeper than that. It enriches my life so much more than that. But the same power that she got to give me that peace is the same power she has to bring chaos into my life.
Yep. Because remember when he said it's time for you to voice your concerns and get me in line?
Yeah.
If I just got beat the fuck up out in the street, my job, I come home and I'm tired, and now you want to berate me, talk down again. How is that going to be productive? Tell me how is that going to go besides being not a good conversation? But if you say, okay, I understand, we got something we need to talk about. I was like, all right, man, just in the morning. Okay, and then we discuss it like adults. But females don't do that. No, they want that confrontation. They want to push the buttons because somehow they need that drama. And you frown your face, and it might not be you. But this one, I'm sure she know a couple of people because she cheesing.
And then,
yeah, I want that knockout, drag down
fight. And then, do you ever look at like the pettiness of the arguments that you have? Like, let's take it back to social media, right? You are upset with him because someone else decided to get in contact with him or try to get in contact with him.
Or compliment him. Not even get in contact. Hey, I like, you look nice. Woo, woo, woo. What the? Woo, 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 woo. And like, why?
Or those girlfriends come out of nowhere. Yeah, I like that too.
All right, so it's
I know he cute.
It's not. It's an insecurity. It's a jealousy. It's a pettiness. You know what I'm saying? When you all boil down to the root of it, you know what I mean? When y'all could be taking care of each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it works.
When y'all could be loving each other, and nobody else in the world should be able to impact that.
Tag
You
team,
know what I
baby.
mean?
Us against the world.
And it's something that's so frivolous as somebody on social media. Those people really don't exist when it's just you and him.
Can I
Please.
Can I go off topic real
Please,
quick?
please, go.
I'm curious.
Go ahead.
I mean, you can be as open as you want to be, but is it a reason why you haven't been in a relationship? Is it something spiritual, or because you focus on other pursuits, or you just haven't met the right?
I can see you ending up with a white man. That's what I see you ending up with.
Yeah, maybe.
I see you ending up with a white man. Like not like a RT kind of rocker guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of.
Real sensitive, artistic dude.
Yeah.
With a toe ring? Like,
with a toe ring.
He sniffed some cocaine before, you know what I'm saying? Not recently, but before he sniffed some cocaine. I can see you with that. I mean, because
that's the value you are.
Yeah, but I mean,
but I want to hear from her. That's why I asked.
Yeah, you're very intelligent, and I admire that. Like, I love that about, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing that we are lacking in. But I mean, I love it that y'all not intelligent. I love it that y'all not intelligent.
One is not,
but I love
doesn't cancel out the other. You know, that's like I like scary movies, but I don't mean I don't like action movies too.
I like intelligent girls that twerk.
That's in both worlds. But anyway,
An intelligent girl would twerk for you though.
I'm pretty sure. Pay a college tuition for Juicy J.
Okay, let her answer the question. Go ahead, Chris.
Let's handle something if you nasty.
I just haven't met somebody that I'm interested in.
Well, there has been shots that have been shot from men.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Because don't set this bar so high that it's like a fairy tale bar and no man can ever jump and meet it.
It's a button.
Be honest.
I don't feel like I have the bar set too high.
Don't look at her. She
Right.
has nothing to do with it. She has nothing to do with it. Go ahead.
Sorry, that was the big sister look. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's not one of those situations where I have a list of qualifications and if you don't meet them all, we can't date. Like, it's not like that. I just feel like when I meet somebody, I'll know if it's somebody I want to date or not. And I just haven't found. It's like picking out a pair of shoes, kind of. Like you walk in a shoe store, you're not gonna walk in there and try on every pair of shoes. You're gonna walk around until you find something that you like.
But you're not gonna wear that pair.
Can I ask what disqualified
You
was
gonna
that
wear
you
that
had?
pair for long.
Tried out what disqualified or what made you say no, this ain't for me, or I'm not feeling this.
Have you had a pair of shoes that jump off of your feet? Going with that same content. I'm going shopping for shoes.
That jumped off my
They
feet.
jump off your feet. You put them on, but they jump off of your feet, meaning they didn't want to be on your feet.
They didn't want to be with
They didn't want to be with you.
A couple.
Okay.
Are you heartbroken?
Not at all.
Bitter?
Nope.
Okay.
Everyone.
I mean,
gets
I feel
heartbroken.
like
Was it
I mean,
'cause
just
of-
everybody
it's
got that
kind of
emotion.
like it's kind of like a shock to the ego, to be honest. But I mean, if it's somebody that doesn't want to be with me like I want to be with them, then there's really no loss for me.
Right.
Can
Life goes
I
on.
school you to something? We never want to be with y'all the way y'all want to be with us. It's not the same thing.
Why?
But you're-
He right though. It's not.
It's
You're
not the-
going into it deeper than what I meant, though.
No,
I just meant like being together.
Yeah, and that's how I
not-
meant it. That's exactly how I meant it. We stumble into relationships. We don't go out the house looking for love, commitment, compassion, none of that shit.
We
go
just
out,
want the
Even if
cakes.
we go out the house looking
Looking
for
for some
pussy. We decide if we like you later.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So we would never are going to like you or look for the same thing in a relationship as you're looking for in
Now
us.
see if you
Well,
know this.
I think she's too young for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit too early for
No,
that.
it's not.
I think
no,
no,
it's
it
not.
is.
She
It
need-
is.
No, no,
It's
because
too-
she right,
too
right.
young
The
for
younger
that.
she is, the more applicable
She's not
it is.
18.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's an adult.
Because
But the
women,
older you are, is when you start changing what you're looking for.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
She's
You
literally about
you
that
gotta
to deal
take
with that.
them. You gotta take them shots to the gut already
Before
before
she's
you
gonna
get
be
that
receptive to
shot
that.
to the gut
Yeah,
that
okay.
he gives you.
But
You
it's
see
good,
what I'm
it's
saying?
good information to know.
I'm
It's
just
good for you to know.
preparing her for the understanding because
Because
like we
women-
are not the same creature.
Well, I'm not gonna let
So-
Wendell talk to my daughter. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
Because I know what he's
but he
gonna.
can save your daughter a lot of heartache.
No,
I really think-
Daddy is gonna save her a lot of
That's right.
heartache.
That's right.
Not Wendell in this gut punch that he's finna give you. You see what I'm saying? That's too much.
Medicine
But think
ain't
about
supposed to taste
it.
good
You can
always.
take what he just told you logically and apply it, or you can be emotional like, no, it is a man out there. But the thing is, we like it to be organic. We'll go, and him saying that we just want punani, that don't mean that we're not gonna treat you like a lady, like a woman.
We
know,
are
we're not
very
treating you
capable
right.
of treating you like a
We have
lady
to-
in pursuit
But
of
the
what we
relationship
want.
grows later.
Later. That's a conscious decision that we make down the
So
line.
when a man chooses you, he's courting you to get some pussy. So if he doesn't get it, I mean, it depends on if he's a simp nigga, he's just gonna stick around
And hope.
and hope that you give it to him.
Hey.
If not, he's gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone with the wind. He's gonna be gone with the wind. Honestly.
Capitalize off the simps. Capitalize.
Yeah.
Always promise them the pussy, never give it to them, right? And get everything you desire. You get a new car from a simp.
Mhm.
You get a house from a simp. You
You
get
get
a
your whole
fucking-
life off of
a
something.
motorboat from a simp. Whatever you want in this life, you can get from a
She's-
simp.
She's right, but she's not.
Right.
She's not into
She's
it for
not
that.
into it.
She's not into it for that.
She
Get
want a
your
genuine
college
She want
education.
she want something genuine, and I understand that, right? Want something that's genuine,
Oh, that is so sweet.
and you.
Yeah.
I wish I was a girl sometimes.
And you can, but the thing is, you have to learn how to manipulate your way, and you have to understand that we're trying to manipulate our way to get you. So sometimes you may have to give a lot more of yourself just to get ultimately what you want, which is that title.
Can I pose a question real quick?
Go ahead.
How many cell phone
If,
bills you get paid from a simp?
Let's say you had a
Go ahead.
rule, a value. You was like, I won't give up pussy for the first month, right? This was your soulmate. He said, I won't get with a girl who don't give it up in 3 weeks. But you not knowing that, you don't know that this your soulmate, but everything is vibing, everything is perfect, And this man will take care of you for the rest of your life. But that's his deal breaker, and that's your deal breaker. Would you cave would you cave a week earlier for a lifetime, I'm not gonna say a perfection, but happiness of a partner for life? would you say no? I'm sticking to my no sex because whatever reason, you know, it could be spiritual, it could be
A feminist reason. Yeah.
whatever. But what would you go by? You know, what would you do in that situation?
If I already had that mentality set, I wouldn't.
Okay. I want to get down. I want to get.
What mentality? Hold on, I'm missing. What mentality?
If she said, you know,
Her standard is 4 weeks, and the guys is 3 weeks. She said she's sticking on her standard of 4 weeks, even though he may be perfection to her. That's
so
what
you gonna miss out on your soulmate because you want to be stingy and selfish? Come on, give me something.
It's not being stingy and selfish.
What is it?
It would be stingy and selfish of him to.
Can I come back?
Oh, wait. Go ahead. It'll be sending stuff of him to what?
To expect me to change my mind based on what he wants.
So technically, he's not your soulmate if he wants you to lower your standards.
Basically.
So you're not willing to lower your standards for anyone. So you'll go the rest of your life being by yourself.
I mean, it
If that was the natural standard and you found the happiness. You'll say, I'm not gonna be in that week, that 1 week that you want me. I can't give you that 1 week because my standard says 4 weeks. You say 3, fuck you then, and you'll go your entire life like that over that 1 week.
Well, when you put it that way, it kind of makes me feel different.
But see, the value thing too, he's like, I'm not gonna give him mine. He should value me. Well, his thing is, man, if they can't decide they want me in 3 weeks, then they don't want me. It's like that comes to balance. Like females look like, my opinion, my value is more important than what your standards is. And it's like, no, you know what I'm saying? If it was manipulation, I can understand you. I ain't talking about some busted just trying to get your drugs. I'm trying to do who genuinely care for you. It shows it. And it's his thing. He got to get in 3 weeks, or he go feel like he being played, and he a sucker.
And you don't understand, him wanting to be monogamous with you is a sacrifice in itself.
True.
That's the untold thing, the unwritten, untalked about fucking law with men. Like us being monogamous is a sacrifice in itself.
It is.
And it is. And some women look at that
we
like,
going against
nature.
And right, remember I was telling you, like, you look at things from your microscope, from your view, and you look at it as, well, that's the way it's supposed to be, because that's the way you look at it. But that's not the way it is for us. We deal with so much that we really don't like just to make you fucking happy. And women just don't understand and get it. They don't get it.
Because of Disney and Nicholas Sparks and
I want to say that.
He didn't mean to say Disney.
I know he did.
He didn't.
I know he did.
Disney.
No, he did not.
Fabricating this fairy tale happy ever after stuff.
Go ahead, Wendell.
I want to go back on something she said when she felt like a dude wanted her to compromise herself was selfish on his part. But where a woman can be selfish at is this. It was because yes, sex isn't equal to getting sex from me because I generously give that to whoever. You know what I'm saying? That's a man nature is to pass out dick to whoever is willing to take it. What equates to a woman giving you sex is me giving you my time. That's where it equal out at.
Yes.
So what women don't understand is I get to be a hoe with my time. I get to be a hoe with my conversation. I get to be a hoe with my charm. But you're not supposed to be a hoe with your vagina. You know what I'm saying? I can freely give you all of that. And I just want one thing back. But I'm freely giving it to you. I ain't putting no time limit on you. I'm not telling you, hey, you gotta wait 6 months before you get some good conversation out of me. I'm not doing that to you. I'm not saying you gotta wait 3 months, 3 dates before I start getting charming. I'm not doing that to you. I'm generously giving you that up front. So in your own way, while you feel it's selfish to be asked to compromise, understand we are coming through the door making a list of compromises.
Yes. You understand? You understand?
And that's why we call y'all
Drinking?
terrorists.
Yeah.
Y'all got these lists of demands that we supposed to
Abide by.
by. And we don't negotiate with terrorists. I just want to
Church. Tabernacle.
Okay.
You can see the parallels, but that's what we want to do. I can't. if you just talking to some goofball, he can never articulate it this way. But you can see the view in that. We wanted to get deeper. We don't. It's enough surface shit out there. We want to go deep. The psychosis of it. Why we do what we do. Why we feel like we feel. So that's why I asked. Was there anything in particular why you wasn't in a relationship? I want to know if it was. People do it for different reasons. Spiritual.
Right,
Because
to me, I'm sitting here and this is how I feel about you, right? I feel like guys approach you like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
That's the vibe I get off.
That's what I feel for you. You see what I'm saying?
You have your
Because
Still I Ride,
you are-
strong black woman moment.
Right,
You
you are.
just shut that shit down.
And I think that to some degree, you are that radical feminist that you say that you are not, or that you disagree with. That's how I feel. I don't know if that's the truth, but that's just what I get from listening to you.
She is, I believe that she is a feminist. She isn't a radical feminist. And I believe that she is open to suggestion and change. Are you not? I believe that she genuinely is open to it. Like someone you can tell like they ain't open to shit.
Mm-hmm.
They can look, you can look at them in their eye and you can see like, you're not open to this. You're just nodding your head or whatever. But when I talk to her, I can genuinely, I get a feeling that she actually can be open to it. She hasn't, I guess she ain't found the one that can open her up. Maybe she needs an older guy. Maybe that's what it is. Somebody with experience or some shit. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that'll get her going.
Okay.
But she has to be receptive. You know, it can't end with the hello. It has to go deeper than that. You know, you have to engage and talk.
Right.
In all this thing, any investment is risk, really.
And
And
then,
a relationship is an investment. And like, hey, you can be with a motherfucker for 15 years and then get a divorce and hey,
And
that's
still
it.
be a piece of shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Or you can, I mean, life happens, people die, people make mistakes and shit. Any investment, nobody can guarantee that you can put this X amount of dollars in here and you're gonna get this. Some shit can happen, market can collapse, great depressions and shit. Relationships are no different. So you take that risk. And when you don't trust and you don't do things like that and you're jealous and all that, you choking that shit before you even get out the gate. Like you sabotaging that relationship yourself because shit like that is just, it's gonna come to a head. There's no way around it.
And that's why Wale makes so much fucking money, cause he is just singing songs about the bullshit that y'all be doing, and then the girls be buying this shit, and they don't even be listening to the shit, the real words to the song. They just like the shit for the beat. It's like, bitch, listen to what he's really saying. You know what I'm saying?
True. No risk, no reward, right?
No risk, no reward. That's anything in life.
All right, let me ask this about the social media thing. I got my personal feelings about this, but I'm gonna throw this to you. Do you have a set code of conduct for your significant other when she's on social media? Do you expect your woman to conduct herself a certain way?
No, I don't have a set code of conduct for her. I don't, because to my knowledge, she's never gone left.
She's
She never gone left. When I say left is a negative direction. So just put that out there to the world. So she's never gone left for me. Either I'll take that back. She hasn't gone left enough for me to feel like I have to check it. And even if she did need that attention, I feel like, okay, it's cool. I mean, I have no problem with guys giving her attention. It's okay. It's fair. I like it. So I'm pretty sure somebody else likes it.
Right?
Yeah, it's like, okay, cool. Sometimes that's a shot at me though.
But why she searching for that attention? If she's searching for that attention, that means that
It's something that I'm not doing, right?
Yeah.
that's how I look at it.
I wouldn't throw the
necessarily-
scenario out there as though she's searching for attention. Look, with social media, we don't have control of how everybody interact with us. So even if there's attention being paid to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there a code of conduct that you expect?
No, the reason why it's not a code of conduct because I know the type of person she is. She isn't a ratchet. She isn't a person that is real like provocative, and she ain't no fucking hood rat ass dumb GED bitch. That's my saying. GED bitch. She's not that at all. She's a fucking. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say she's an intellect, but she's an intelligent person, and I love her. She's well read. I will say that.
But I mean, you picked her because of her morals and
Right.
standards. So you would already expect her to conduct herself in a certain way already. So therefore, you trust her enough.
Right.
I trust her enough.
Right.
Yes.
You trust her enough
So-
not to do those ignorant things that would embarrass
It would
you.
embarrass me.
So
Exactly.
you have in your mind formulated what's acceptable behavior, and it just so happens that she falls into the model of acceptable behavior.
No, and she knows it too. We go by this. She knows that. She knows not to embarrass. Not saying that I fucking tell you, motherfucker, you better not embarrass me. She knows. I mean, it's like she says to me, I don't want to embarrass you, and I do appreciate that like a motherfucker, because some women don't feel that way. They will go on a fucking 10. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
This motherfucking move.
Yep.
Because most of those girls that do those videos when they taking these pictures, these naked pictures on these social media sites, they have boyfriends, they have significant others. And I'm quite sure those people are embarrassed. I mean, they might put these things to the side because she probably the girl that they'll never get again. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta.
It's like this. I would say it's exactly what this is. It's an implied contract between me and her.
Okay.
It's implied.
So has she ever come at you and said, "This is what I expect out of you on social media"?
No, there's nothing really. I mean, she's
Fair
voiced her.
You sound like you want to say something.
She's voiced. Hold on. I'm talking now. She's voiced her jealousy, but that's because she's a fucking woman. All women are fucking jealous in some fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, we're jealous too, but not as jealous as women are. And other than that, it hasn't been anything like further than that. Just a little bit of jealousy. This bitch, woo. That's when the hood rat, deep sad down in her comes out. Which I like that shit. I like that ratchetness sometimes. I like that ratchetness.
So-
I don't provoke it, but I like that ratchetness sometimes.
So this what happened to me. I think we talked about this before. Like, one of my girlfriends or ex-girlfriends, they like strong arm me into being my friend on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was pressure, and I'm mad at you. I'm like, no, you cannot be my friend on Facebook. That's a conflict of interest. No, you cannot do it. We will not do this.
Why was it a conflict of interest?
Cause I ain't shit.
And that's honest. That's coming from a real place. Okay.
Cause I ain't shit.
Okay.
I ain't trying to fuck them, but I want to look at them. You know what I'm
Ain't nothing
saying?
wrong with
And
looking.
when I hit the follow button, you can see that I'm
Now
following
follow,
these
yeah.
hoes. I don't want to have sex with them. I just want to have sex with them in my head. You know what I mean? It's a fantasy.
Right.
It's like going to the museum or anywhere. You just want to look at it. There's nothing wrong with
The most
looking.
beautiful art God ever created was a woman's body.
Yeah.
I was thinking that emotion.
Like a light skin mixed with white and Cuban with a fat ass and some long pretty hair. I mean, who don't want to look at that? Right? Am I right? So, anyway.
Talking to her like
So eventually I caved in because that's what I do. I cave in. I'm the caver, you know what I'm saying? If you keep pushing me too many times, I will give in. You know what I mean?
Not the caveman, but the caver
I'm
man.
the caver man, yeah. So I'm a sucker for a woman. What can I say? You know what I mean? And don't suck your breath.
Don't do that. Don't do it right. Don't do it right. I know, but
I'm being honest and truthful though. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. So this is what happened to me. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
So now that she my friend, right? We friends on Facebook. I already know what's coming, but here it go. She scrolls through my whole friends list, right? To see what her competition quite possibly could be or what it is,
they all do.
right? So she goes through and one day she calls me and says, "Ooh, you're friends with some hoes." And I'm like, why would you go through that? Why would you do that? Why? You know, so then now you got reblocked again.
Why do they do that? Why do?
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
Yes.
Why? Why is it done?
To see who you're friends with.
To size up? Is it sizing up the competition? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
I'm
It was
asking-
the size of
Hold
the
on.
competition.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I mean, it's not really
Yes.
set. Isn't.
Well,
No.
I'm
Let us
not
speak.
saying
Let us
necessarily
speak. Let us speak.
competition, but just to size up who you're friends with.
Why? So you look at them as competition. If you're sizing somebody up, you look at them as your competitor, or as your opposer, right?
Just to see, I guess so.
I'm not gonna look at him and size him up like if I don't plan on attacking this motherfucker, or if I don't think he a threat to me, because I'm looking at him like if this nigga come at me, I'm gonna hit him dead in his fucking nose, then I'm gonna elbow this nigga in the fucking ear. Or if I look at Country, I size him up. I'm like, I'm gonna hit this nigga in his fucking gut, and I'm just gonna keep pounding and pounding and pounding. That's me sizing him up, because I feel like he may be a threat to me. But if I don't, yeah, no homo. But if I don't, if I don't size these dudes up because I don't feel any threat or anything from these guys.
You should. Well, not
So-
you,
You
not
should.
you all.
Alright,
Not
you
you
should.
all, but I mean, as far as people I'm friends with,
Of course. But I'm saying, why the need, because I don't go through your friends list and look at dudes that you know, like, look at these motherfuckers. Wow, kill these motherfuckers. I hate these niggas.
Can I
Go
share
ahead.
my
Go ahead.
opinion of why I think women do that?
Yes, please.
Is because when your woman meets you, she fell for you. You know what I'm saying? She fell for the charm. You know what I'm saying? But she needs to understand where she fits in the scheme of the canopy of women in your life. She needs to know if she's on par with your average. Is she better than average or below average? They need that.
Let me say this.
Hold on, wait.
No,
Let
because
him
she gonna be
finish. No, stop.
disappointed. She gonna be disappointed because look who the fuck I'm friends with. I'm friends with curly hair Puerto Rican and Cuban girls with fat asses. You don't have none of this shit. Why would you subject?
Wait, hold on.
Why would you subject yourself
She
to
under-
that?
Wait, hold on. Let me
She
finish.
understands the difference between a chick you're following and a chick you have access to.
How you know I don't get access to her?
She know.
You following Kim Kardashian and shit, nigga.
Like
This nigga fuck Kim Kardashian. Don't fuck
that's not a disrespect. If I
It's
handed
not
you
right.
my friend list and you scroll through it, you can tell the difference between the women I know personally and the women I just follow because they got nice profile pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know the difference. Fat ass, yeah. She needs to understand her role in the scheme of what you can get. You know what I'm saying? Because I think women can be abusive in this sense. When they understand that they are the best that you are ever gonna do, they abuse that privilege. They abuse that station in your life.
That's true. Ego. They
When a woman understands she's a little bit lower than what you're used to, she understands that she can't rest. She's got to always work for your affection.
But that's my manipulation tactic, though.
Yeah.
So I follow or friend the girls that
The best of the
way
best.
out of my fucking league to set the bar so high to let her know that hey, this is where you fit in this scheme of things.
But there's a difference between what you would desire versus what you have the capability to go out there and get and maintain.
True.
They only look at what you can get and maintain.
This is true.
She's going to compare herself to the women in your. That's why they kind of look at ex-girlfriends a little bit, baby mamas a little bit, because these are women in your life that you've maintained. So what they want to do is see where they fit in that scheme, and so they can know how comfortable they should be in their role.
This nigga here dropping bombs.
Yeah.
Hey,
So they are.
Because she.
She had a question like a long time ago. Shit, I forgot what it was.
I think you asked the question already
What's that?
about the searching through the.
Okay.
But what if you ever have you ever done that and found something that you didn't like, or found somebody that
You
You
felt
felt
a real
threat.
A threat from?
yeah, and then I would ask, like, how do you know her, or, you know, just shit like
Those
that.
probing questions.
Probing questions. Interesting.
have you ever been so jealous that you would try to interfere and get him to remove people from his
No.
Oh, hold
I've
on.
been there.
Hold on. Hold on.
No.
Do we have a
Yes.
rebuttal?
No.
I've
On your page?
Yes.
Who?
Think hard.
So I had a friend.
Oh, here
Oh,
we go.
hey,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
I had a mutual. Actually, she's Ty's friend, but I know her through Ty. And me and her, And me and her would like joke around, like when we would go like to the taste or whatever. She's an actress, so you know me, I'm
This is not
crazy.
social media.
I'm crazy.
They're out.
So we all out and we kicking or whatever. And she'd be like, "Come on, let's make a scene or whatever." I'm like, "All right, come on with you, whatever." So I'd be like, "Bitch, get your motherfucking shit out of here! You down here with this weak ass nigga?" Woo! So we just do shit just for fun, and she play along with it or whatever. And I explain that to her, like she cool people, whatever. I don't want to stick my dick in none of that shit. She just cool people, and that's it. And she said, I don't want you to be friends with her. None of that. That makes me feel uncomfortable. And because that made her
That
feel
wasn't on
uncomfortable.
Facebook. That was after a party we went to.
Time out.
And I've explained that.
Because hold on.
Can I?
No, I'm finishing on my sentence. Let me get my sentence out first. I didn't communicate. She's still my friend on Facebook, but I don't communicate with her. I no longer communicate with her because it made my woman feel uncomfortable. And another sacrifice for her needs and wants and desires.
They want you on the island. Let me ask you this: what was it about his interaction with her that made you uncomfortable?
It wasn't the interaction with her because like they little scenes and stuff. I was never there.
Okay.
I don't go out. It was a birthday party that he had
Mm-hmm.
that you were there.
That was a while ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Hoist.
So this was forever ago. But it was just how, first of all, she was the vibe she was giving me, and then just how
What was the vibe?
Yeah.
it was
Go into
just
detail.
like,
Caddy vibe.
I mean, it was more like who are you, as opposed to like me sitting there want to stick my chest out as your woman because that's who I am. Like, okay, I'm his girl, but I'm getting looked at like, why she here? Because I never went out. You are, I don't see.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
so it was just the vibes that I was getting, as if I wasn't supposed to be there or I shouldn't be there.
But that couldn't have been the tipping point.
It
What was the tipping point?
And then just how she was looking at him. He was having a good time. That was his party. He was having a good time.
Circumstantial evidence, basically, what she presented to court.
So,
And you had him convict this woman on circumstantial evidence.
Do you notice the strain that you're putting on your relationship from doing these things?
he explains it.
Huh?
He explains it.
Because that was so I don't mean disrespect.
Say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
That was so irrelevant. That
To you.
I felt. Listen to what you
you.
said. Listen to what you said. I know.
But it's to you.
I know it's to me, but listen. You said I felt.
A vibe.
Yeah.
That wasn't really what was happening.
And she looked at him. She looked at him one too many damn times.
Can I ask a
For his
question about the
birthday
woman?
Please.
Hey, Gerald, is she cute? Was she cute?
Yeah, she
She's
is.
an attractive woman?
She is.
Okay.
She is.
No further questions, y'all.
Okay.
Defense breast.
that-
She was in a wheelchair when they did that shit.
Right.
That put such a strain on that man having to deal with that. Because now he got to decide if he wants to lose this friend that's just a friend that he can't seem to explain to you that this person is just a friend, or to ruin his relationship with you. And you put him in that predicament.
Not off of something that's concrete. Like
Every
she came
day,
like,
every day,
I'm
this
gonna fuck your
man.
man.
every
Not over
day-
what? Hold on. Not over what?
Now it was something that was concrete. Like you caught her coming up on him, grabbing up on him, trying to take him. She came up to you and said, "Hey, I'm gonna take that nigga. He mine." That's how you come and dress like, all right, you come holler at me then. Like, oh, she said what? All right, babe, cool. I'm gonna ask that shit right now. No, this was
She
she
had to
looked
go
at you
because she looked at you funny.
and she
I
gave me
didn't
a
say
vibe.
she
My
necessarily
spidey
had
sense was
to go.
tingling.
That's what wound up happening. You didn't say keep her around either, did you?
I didn't invite her ass to dinner, none of that. No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, see, it comes
No,
out.
didn't.
Yeah, it's coming out.
No, she
Yeah.
didn't. No. Come over and watch movies. No, didn't do none of that. No, I didn't.
But you see the sacrifice you done
Yeah,
made?
you gotta lose those insecurities for the betterment of the relationship. You know
What
I'm
if
saying?
what if your friendship with somebody of the opposite sex made him uncomfortable?
It said childhood.
It has.
friend.
It has.
Let's say this has some
Quick
history
pro
to
quote
it.
clarity.
Say this is my buddy I grew up with. He went through some trauma with me. My homie. He like, no, I don't like that nigga. Something wrong. He trying to
Yeah,
get
I'm
drugs.
surprised you like me. Like, how did you okay me being his friend? I'm terrible, and you know this.
How do I know it?
Oh, maybe you don't. Okay.
Okay.
Now you know, right?
He over there looking at you like
He done fucked it up. I'm glad you see like this king and God. Now you done fucked it up, nigga. I'll put you all the way up here and you put yourself in sewer, nigga. What the fuck is going on?
Sorry.
But yeah, the answer to that, he said he gotta go.
Yeah.
Something about that nigga
Country gotta go.
run me the wrong way. He gotta go. He got.
No, not country gotta go. No. Just answer the
one of her
question.
friends.
One of her friends.
He got to go.
Country gotta go too.
Sorry.
It's alright, man. Just, hey.
You really think about shit before you answer it.
I like
I
this.
do.
That's a good
I didn't
quality.
say nothing.
That is an
I
admirable
didn't say
quality.
nothing bad. You like, you'll sit there and think, let me make sure I do this right.
Run them scenarios. Run them.
Yeah.
But no, he has.
So,
Yeah.
tell us about it. Who was the guy?
Why did he?
Why was
get
he
rid of
uncomfortable?
Right? Why was he
What was the end
exiled?
result?
Yeah.
What was it? What was the end result? That's all three sound good to me.
Ex-boyfriend from
Mm.
high school.
Ex-boyfriend. Automatically, right there.
High school. He was
Ex-boyfriend.
I would like to point out that is vastly different from a platonic friend, and ex is not the same thing.
Yep.
It's not.
But go ahead.
Just
You know why?
yes, I'm telling you.
Go ahead. Tell her why. Tell her why it's different, G.
Because you used to fuck with him.
Exactly.
And it's
You had a prior existing romantic relationship. That's why he can't coexist in the space with your existing relationship.
Yep.
Mm.
That's my only rule.
Yeah,
my,
no
my,
exes.
my girlfriend can have all her boyhood, childhood friends. She can have
Yeah.
exes.
Yeah.
No communication whatsoever. Because we get into it, you run into his arms.
Please.
But yeah, I digress.
Please continue with
Yeah.
the story.
So
All right, ex-boyfriend.
Go ahead. Let's go. Let her answer the question. Let her answer the question.
Ah, here you go.
Really?
Ex-boyfriend.
But they already fucked.
We in between now and like back whenever is we had this back and forth relationship. So we would on and off. On and off.
So more than a spotted sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
Let's see. I've entered different relationships. He actually got married. And it continued to be on and off.
Okay.
After he was married.
In the midst of that.
Oh, okay, adulterer. Got it.
Okay.
In the midst of that.
He was an adulterer.
So that's your man saved you from committing sin, but okay.
All right, go ahead.
And what else?
Why did you
Just
tell you
a-
to
No,
stop?
let her finish. Let her finish.
that's the gist of it though.
Let her
Like
finish.
just on and off. Ex-boyfriend.
So when he came at you, like, I have a problem with this dude, what did he say? What was his exact issue?
Just not being comfortable with me communicating with him, having any kind of communication at all.
Why was he comfortable with you having any communication?
Like,
I
well,
told
you no.
it's history.
Yeah, on and off.
I will tell you.
The
why.
history.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was the history.
Okay. What was the end result of this before I get to my rebuttal?
There you go.
Are you still friends with this guy now?
Still talking? Yep. There we go.
Every blue.
Exact- so
okay, so
why?
you never X'd him out completely.
I mean, just
Did you X your friend out completely?
every
Okay.
blue moon.
But you didn't X your friend out completely.
She was just a friend. I never had sex
Never
with her.
smashed.
Never smashed.
A woman that you never smashed had to go for her comfort level.
But
However,
she got history with it.
a man that she had a romantic relationship is still somewhat hovering around the peripheral, outside, looking in type thing.
Where's the fairness in that, Your Honor?
I'm gonna tell you why he didn't want him around. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely, share.
Because y'all situations weren't the same. If he has a female friend, that is his friend. If they have never crossed that boundary, crossed that line, there's nothing really for you to be jealous of, other than whatever was setting off your intuition that made you go, I don't like her, I'm getting a bad vibe from her. Which I'm not gonna disqualify as being invalid because women, like we were saying earlier, women have great intuition. She might have wanted to give you some pussy for all you know. You may not have been aware of that, you may not have encouraged it, but deep down it could have been that I get that nigga some pussy. You might have picked up on it. So I'm not saying that was whatever. But in your situation, you had a guy that was on and off again, right? That you repetitively mess with through life. And you had a guy that you continue to mess with after he had already got married, right? Here's why he had to go. Because anybody, when me and my girl were discussing cheating the other week, and she was like, well, what happens if I just mess around with some guy that I get caught up in a moment with and something just happens? Could you figure that? And I'm like, no. That's almost worse than you telling me you got drunk and horny and just sucked some nigga's dick. Because I don't want to ever believe anybody has magical powers over my woman. I'm the only person who should have magical powers over my woman. So in the on and off again thing, what he's established already is that he can dip and come back. He can leave and come back. He can stop messing with you for a little while, let y'all go y'all separate ways. But when he's ready to deal with you again, you are open and receptive to dealing with that. And to the fact that you'll maneuver around whatever pre-existing relationship it is. Not even a girlfriend, a wife. You maneuvered around that. That's why he had to go.
And you still didn't X him.
And you still didn't completely X him out.
Now, if he was emotional and jealous, what do you think is running through his head? Why is she keeping him around?
No, he gonna want to kill you.
Why is she keeping him around? I told her, chop him off, and he's still around. So what?
Every blue moon,
Right.
I talk to us to wish him happy birthday, whatever. But no, never. You was my girl, never.
Yeah, that's real.
If you don't want to get rid of him, I get rid of you.
That's a deal
the
breaker.
deadline.
Yes, sir.
That's
That's
how-
a salute.
That's how murder-suicides happen.
I ain't killing myself, fuck you. You gotta go. I'll kill the relationship. I ain't killing
Next
myself.
time you see a murder-suicide on the news, trust me, that's what
That's
happened.
what it is.
That's what happened 9 times out of 10. The man was emotional. He had too many, I think it's the Y chromosomes in him.
Yeah.
And he let that get to him.
And that's what happens. That's what happens to us.
Cause that was the merge of him being a man, plus his emotional woman feelings coming together,
And he couldn't handle it.
and he couldn't handle it. He didn't know how to handle it, and he snapped.
And we snapped.
And it should be a men snapped on Come On Lifetime now, or whatever.
In the
channel.
same way that we gotta honor your comfort level and put you in a position where you feel secure in a relationship, you gotta do the same for us. It gotta go both ways.
It's not about you. It's not
That's
about
the
you.
selfish shit.
Yeah, it's not
You
about
got
you.
to do
anymore.
this, and this, but it don't apply to me. In what world is that we live in?
But see, women use that cop out a lot of this is just my friend. Or we were friends for a long
Not
time.
even
My girl tries to use that with her fucking ex-husband. And I'm like, that nigga is not your friend, that is your ex-fucking husband. You passed friend a long time ago.
At least she honest with the fact. But you're right, that's part
Yeah.
of my sentence. I
Yeah,
dealt with that shit.
that is, yeah.
Yeah.
That is
part
your
of
fault
my-
just as much as
That's
it
my
was.
fault. Yeah.
Yeah, because you allowed it. But
Yeah.
So would you have been okay with him checking? So he should have checked that in the door then.
mm-hmm. What would you have did if he had tried to check it? It was like, all right, this dude gotta go.
Or I gotta go.
I'm leaving. What would have been your response?
I don't know.
You don't know?
She don't.
So that show you how much value you still place
She don't
on him.
know. She really don't know.
So you got feelings for this dude. And he can easily believe that if this dude came around wanting something, you
Because
would give
that's
it to
how
him.
we interpret what you just said. The fact that you had that hesitation of, I don't know. This is your man. This is the king of your fucking castle. And if he tells you that this peasant motherfucker gotta go, and you sit there like, I don't know, that says a lot right there.
But then it goes back to, am I the king of your castle? Who is the king of your castle? Right?
Yeah,
Does that, we have to raise that question?
yeah.
Who is the king of your castle?
Like I'm not down for that whole.
But
He
you-
has this much weight still.
You
Like,
see why men don't want to get married these days? You see how much power they lose once they get married? You see how much control
We sacrifice
you
from
see how
jump.
much control you gain over us once we decide that we're gonna live in holy matrimony?
Yep.
Can you see that?
Because it's easy for you to stop the cooking. Cook a little less, clean a little less, complain a lot more.
Have less
Let's
sex.
not have sex.
Listen,
It's
yeah,
right.
who would want to do that?
where you going? You can't go out with your friends no more.
Yeah.
But I'm going out
I'm
with
your,
my girls
I'm your
now.
new best friend.
Yeah. It's like, what?
You see how much power y'all gain, and you see how we stop at the engagement because we like, man, we are not the king no more. We lose so much power.
If you say, fuck this, man, this is it, I'm done. Okay, give me half of what you came here with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't build this shit together, but you gonna give me half of what you worked for.
Because I fixed you.
So that's a great severance package, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, when y'all complain about men and shit, just y'all gotta look at all the
Let me
issues.
turn it up for a second. This is one of the things I meant when I said the relationship thing isn't the same for us as it is for y'all. We don't view it as frivolously. It's a consequence if we're wrong. If I pick a woman and I'm wrong about her, I pay a price for that. A woman can just, society has set up a woman to have a safety net. Even if she picked the wrong baby daddy, wrong husband, there are programs and institutions in place for her to be okay. She can go on aid, she can get linked, she can get alimony, all that. We get nothing. So we don't view it the same way coming in. That's what, as harsh as some of the shit I say sounds, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand is our existence isn't the same. So we're not ever gonna view it the same way.
You know, another thing, like, your kids come before him in the relationship. You ever notice that? Your kids, sometimes your kids eat before him.
Yeah.
Your kids are taken care of well more than he is taken care of. But I mean, at the same time, you're saying these are the kids. These are kids. They got to be taken care of like this. But look at it from a man's point of view. Is how much stuff he loses. Before the kids, before the holy matrimony, it was all about him. Now, he the bottom of the totem pole. He went from the top to the bottom throughout this whole little cycle.
You know what I think men lost in the marriage at? Was with the initiation of the man cave. When we relegate our whole existence to a small, it's always a smaller space. It's like a basement, the guest room, the attic, somewhere out of sight, out of mind. And it's the old
closet.
right.
I'm one of my man cave.
Like literally, I got friends that's getting married now and they're looking for houses and whatnot with their women. And one of the things the dudes always say is like, man, they had a nice man cave. Why should we have to have a man cave? We didn't pay for this section of the house. We don't put rent on this section of the house. Women get to have the entire house. We get to have our man that's restricted to the attic. We get our man that's restricted to the basement. And that's your concession is the one place, all right, I'm going to give you this basement. I'm going to give you this attic. And you can go down there and do whatever it is you want as long as it stay in the attic. I'm picking out the color palette for the rest of the house. I'm picking out the furniture for the rest of the house. I run the rest of the house. You can do you. You can put up your ugly little basketball posters or whatever the fuck it is you want to put up in your one section. And I think that once we lost free range of the entire house, we lost the house.
I don't think it's just that. Though. I think you lose more than that. Let me ask you a question. If not you, have you seen this happen? Or so when your man get home from work, long day at work, right? Do you tell the kids, hey, chill out, let your dad rest for a minute? You know what I'm saying? He been at work all day. Or do it's dad, husband, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, you see what I'm saying? Can you understand what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think of a house that's like that though.
Hey, babe, can you bring me a sandwich? I've been here all day with the kids.
Don't subjugate me by bringing it.
No, it ain't like that.
No, but all I'm saying is, does he get his moment to decompress once he gets home from work?
And you honor that and make sure the kids honor that as well. Or is it like, hey, you don't give a fuck, they around, you trying to take a nap or something?
Because a lot of women view it as when daddy get home, I'm off the clock. Go talk to your father, go deal with your father, let your daddy help you with homework. I've been here since whatever.
It actually, like personally with us, we don't have that problem. it happened before when it was the total opposite. Like she would get home, and because I go to work early, she'd get home later, and she would be frustrated, and I would have the kids because they would rush her. And I tell them, you know, chill out, be cool, let her get a little more or whatever. So we never really hit those problems, and there have been times when I go to work or whatever, she be like, I'm making this, I'm making that, or whatever. I have you, whatever, ready for you, whatever. So I mean, she does do that, and that's what's up.
Well, I salute you. I appreciate that.
I mean, that has been done. So the kids, I mean, sometimes it's because we work at the same time. She isn't there to tell the kids to leave me alone. But I'm there to tell the kids to leave her alone. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's a matter of schedule.
Right.
So if it were to be, would she? Hell yeah, she would. I know she would. And she's done it before. She's done it before I come in, sleep, do whatever. She's like, I'm finna take them out. We finna go, you gone, lay down, get your little nap, whatever. Then I get a chance to go to sleep. Sometimes I go to sleep, sometimes I don't, whatever. But I mean, she gives me that space too, you know, give me a little rest or whatever. So that's not a problem. Whatever.
And see, what changed the game was, you know, the fact that it used to be one income could support a household.
True.
So the females, they could take that role of relax you and shit like that. Now females feel like they're going above and beyond if they working too and shit. It's like y'all got to discuss in your relationship what you need in order for that shit to be cool with you and help you reset and reboot and face the world. And then y'all got to honor that. You can't really, it's not a one template. A lot of this shit is like, all right, the female stay at home and the pop's working. But a lot of households aren't set up like that nowadays. So y'all got to take time and fucking have a discussion about how I want my rub downs like this. I'll make sure the kids do this, and then honor it. And I'm gonna make the shit run somewhat smoothly instead of just making assumptions or basing your life on what your friends are doing and shit like that.
I think some of the problems in a relationship is we assume everything is up for discussion when there's a certain natural order to things. Now, as far as with the kids go, I think if you give them a choice, if both parents walked in the door at the same time, I think they bum rush mom. Because the woman is the nurturer, the first teacher of the child, and the child always feels a connection towards his mother. So I think given the same situation with both parents working, if they both get home at 5 o'clock and the kids are somehow already there, they bum rush mom first. I think dads get bum rushed when the mom picks the kids up at 3, gets on, gets settled, gets started with the homework, and dad comes in at 5 or 6 o'clock later. And that he gets the bum rush because they haven't seen him all day. You know what I'm saying? It's like the introduction to seeing dad for the day. But at the same time, I think given the natural order of things, if you put both parents in the same place at the same time, they would bum rush the mother.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
And they bum rush the father sometime when they ain't seen him in like weeks.
Years.
Yeah, weeks.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't pick up my son. I'll be back.
I'll be back, right?
Yes. Daddy, where you been?
Right.
Oh, that was thick.
Yeah.
That was thick.
There's a lot of medicine going on.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thoughts, ladies, questions, concerns?
I actually have another question.
Yes.
When you're in a relationship, do you feel obligated to constantly make it a point that you're in a relationship on social media?
Not at all.
Or like how long do you wait before you change your status to single?
I never changed my style.
I never either.
No.
I know.
I
I feel like
Nobody needs to know that. That's not the one.
and this is the thing. Social media is just social fucking media. What I have at home with you is worth so much more than me putting on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Like I love you for you right here, right now. I don't gotta tell fucking Facebook that. I ain't gotta post some shit.
But
I
that
believe
closed.
what you're saying. It sounds like a player line.
That closed down.
But
I believe that it's true for a lot of people.
No, right here. I've been with my current girl for 2 years. I've never changed my relationship status. I never even refer to her as my girl on Facebook. I don't claim, I don't rub. Because
It shut down your options.
No, it's not because of that.
Wait,
Because
shut
she's
down my
secure.
options.
No, she's secure in who she is.
one, is because I understand that there's a difference between
Put you in the box.
the people I know on Facebook and the people in my life that matter. The people in my life that matter know my girl exists. They know I'm in a relationship. They know what she look like or whatever.
Exactly.
The extra people on Facebook, I don't need their fucking approval. I don't need them to co-sign my happiness. I don't need them to weigh in on what the state of my relationship is. That's between me and my girl, and that should stay mostly behind closed doors with me and my
I'm
girl.
the odd man out because, but I didn't do it. I agree with them completely. It plays into the vanity thing. But I did it for my woman's benefit. She didn't require me, but I'm a nice guy. So here's a gift for you. You know what I'm saying?
So you felt like you were doing it as a favor to her?
What did she give you in order for you to give her a gift?
Hold on. Answer her question first, because that's the good question.
Did you feel like you were doing
Wait.
Did you feel like you were doing it as a favor?
It's not a favor. It's a gift. A gift and a favor could be the same thing, but it's not that. It's more of a gift.
You did it to appease her.
Not to appease her. To appease her meant that she wanted me to do it. She never required me to change her status. That was something I did.
He rewarded her for good behavior.
You rewarded for good behavior, right?
Correct. To call it what it is.
So she earned it?
She definitely.
Definitely. Explain to me this. Can you be as detailed as you can, not going overboard? How did she earn it?
As referred to in the introduction of the podcast, I'm colonial, and the reason behind that little backstory is because I had both the privilege of seeing both my father and my grandfather, to death do them part in relationships with my mother and my grandmother, respectively. So that was embedded in me, you know what I'm saying, just a certain way to carry myself. So I'm colonial, a little bit of new school X, but there's a lot of stuff old school with me as far as gender roles. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this because of the equality shit now, but. And my girl, she was an independent, strong black woman. We still clash from time to time because of her history with the chump niggas that she dated before me, She had to be a certain type of woman. But that didn't gel with the type of man I am. And we made a decision that we wanted this thing to work. And so I noticed her putting effort in. And I said, okay, if you put effort in, you want this thing to work. Because I know she was giving up a lot of her, as far as, when it comes to making decisions, shit, because that's what she had to do. She moved up here from Florida on her own. She was calling her shots. But now she letting me quarterback, And she is letting me, because when she didn't, issues would come out of it. I was displeased.
Right.
I let her know I was displeased. And then we talked it out like adults. So, why? She put forth effort. I can't change my status, She ain't got to ask me for that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to pull females on the side.
Right.
This is a woman I want to marry, so I can put that on here in a relationship or engaged.
You want to know one of the reasons why I don't change my status too? Is because I feel like there's only two real titles you have. You either single or you married.
That's true.
Because I tell my girlfriend is an imaginary title. Because wife, everybody kind of know what that means. Husband, everybody kind of know what that means and that entails. Single life, everybody know what that is and what that entails. Girlfriend and boyfriend is this gigantic gray area that we live in, where your relationship with your girlfriend might not look anything like my relationship with my girlfriend, and I understand it. There are people that's boyfriend and girlfriend, but they can still go fuck other people. There's people that's boyfriend and girlfriend that I will kill you if you go fuck somebody else. You know what I'm saying? There's boyfriend and girlfriend, but I still tap off my baby mama and my baby daddy on the side. So girlfriend and boyfriend is such a vague, nebulous, it's a social construct, but it doesn't really exist. There's no defined role for what a boyfriend and girlfriend is. So it don't really exist. As long as we have our understanding, that's what it is between us. But once you put a label like, this is my girlfriend, and I throw it out on Facebook, here's the one thing I would say is, if you want people to have an opinion, tell them what the fuck is going on. That entitles them to an opinion. So once you put out there that I'm in a relationship, this is my girlfriend, what a lot of times happens is, maybe it's her girls, maybe it's her family, they look through the lens of what they think a girlfriend or boyfriend should be to that person, and try to dictate to you as a couple what your happiness should look like.
Right. I agree.
And simple-minded people will let that outside influence guide.
Simple-minded people will let people talk them out their own happiness.
I wouldn't even say simple-minded people, because when you say simple-minded people, that would put all I ain't gonna say all women, but it put a lot of women in that category.
I'm
And some
okay
men,
with that statement.
and some men too.
I'm okay with that statement.
Yeah. And the reason I say that is because I forget the name.
It's a lot of simple-minded dudes, though.
That's true. And it's like this. Someone else shouldn't be able to dictate your fucking happiness.
Perfect
It
example.
should.
A person that I know had a particular man that she wanted in mind.
Okay.
Met a nice guy. No, I ain't going that route with this Playboy. I ain't going this route. Alright. It is what it is, Playboy. I ain't giving no name, you know.
That ain't Sheba. Okay. Boom shaker.
Do we know?
You don't know. I don't know. She when she was gonna pass up on a guy that treated her right, because first she didn't feel her mode, but she was willing to overlook that. He didn't feel fit her mode. So okay. Well then her sister like, ugh, you know, he ugly. He can do better than that. And that's when the doubt started creeping in. That's when she stopped acting right.
I had that happen to me.
I've had it happen all the time.
All of us have had it happen to us.
Yeah.
Because, go ahead. No, I was gonna say is, it's why hollering at women in a group is difficult.
Ooh.
Like when you meet women in a group and they have this girls' night, it's like 4 or 5 in them out. I always say, if I see one I like, I'm not just hollering at her.
You hollering at the
I'm hollering. I gotta holler at the whole group and get approved by that whole group just to get her. So when you add in like social media and outside opinion, I'm adding in everybody else's approval on my standard. You know what I'm saying? It isn't just enough that she like me. She got to get approval from like her best friend. Got to think I'm okay. Her mama got to think I'm okay. And all the people in her circle got to look at that and go, all right, that's cool. That'll work for you. And if not, it will color her filter how she looks at me.
True.
Ladies. Agree, disagree?
Agree, disagree?
Nobody cares about my opinion.
Wait,
You
hold
get
on,
your
hold on,
opinion,
wait, hold on. Ladies?
I agree.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I don't have a fucking circle. But with females that I see in like circles and cliques, yeah.
They what?
They have to have approvals and
Do you look for approval
no.
from your circle?
No.
I mean, not circle of friends, circle, your family circle.
No.
So their opinion means absolutely nothing.
No.
No, it does. No,
It does not.
I feel something coming from this side of the
does
table.
not.
Ain't you?
It does not. It does
No,
not.
say what you gotta say.
Say
No, I'm just messing with it.
It does not.
Like I can't stay here for anyway.
My nigga.
I hope this isn't for show, man. Do y'all really, I mean, y'all, the only way you can get to the bottom of it is if people are honest, and then you can
We
feel bad.
are.
Okay, so you haven't been influenced.
No.
Okay.
Never been influenced.
It's been things said negatively.
I ain't said that.
But I
Said,
don't-
Have
but
you been
it-
influenced?
No.
Because negative shit will always come up.
Yeah.
Negative shit come up to me all the time.
But you don't have to
You don't have
necessarily go
to
with
be
that.
receptive of it. That's the only thing.
Because you say this is what make me happy. So what the hell is your
And you
opinion?
mad.
Fuck them.
Mm.
Do you say fuck them?
You say fuck
I do.
Better get the fuck out of here with that. I don't
Because
want
you're not living my life.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think when you honest with those people, then that just exits all that.
Yeah.
It's back off.
They
It's like,
shut that
When you
shit
entertain them, that's when they
down.
They
you
find
give them
out.
value.
Yeah, you shut that shit down.
And that's a power play on them. They're like, hey man, nah, I'm not for that. And you do it, come on.
Right.
But
y'all
do we?
Y'all love that gossip shit though so much that y'all will sit and talk about what Ithra not doing right or what your boyfriend not doing right. They never tell him what he not doing right. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what
petty.
It defeats the purpose. You're setting yourself up to failure.
yeah. And your friends try to draw you into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Misery love company.
They want to hear what the fuck your problem is in your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
see,
then when
we
you
got a small circle.
and
Ours
when
is
you- and when you
strictly
start
our
giving-
family.
Right. And when you start giving them that, they just keep it going. And eventually that shit just turn you into somebody else that you know you were planning on being, you know what I'm saying? And then now you taking that shit out on him, you know what I mean? So I think that's what happens a lot of times when you start listening to your friends and your family in the relationship. I mean, as far as concerned with your relationship, you know what I'm saying? And instead of talking to your man about your problems, you know what I mean? So.
And what I was going to touch on is the whole outside influence. I think it's prevalent with some men too, not me. I've always been the outside of the box kind of guy, but I know a lot of dudes that if I say, man, that bitch is horrible, they will fire the bitch in 2.2 seconds.
And that's why
no hesitation.
And that's why people don't put their relationship status on social media.
Why?
Because they don't want someone to judge the person that they with. Because doing that in turn affects my opinion of my person that I'm with. You see what I'm saying?
Like, I think
I don't agree with that.
It's true. It's true too.
It's
Think
true
about what
to
he's
a
saying.
degree.
I understand. Oh, simple man people. Yeah, simple man.
Because I think one of the weakest things a dude does when he first get a woman that he likes and he's into is come back to one of his boys and go, think she cute?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do it matter if I
Right.
think she cute? The
You
only
finna pass
person
it-
whose
you finna
opinion
pass it
matters
on?
is yours.
You the one gotta look at it every day, not me.
Do you think she cute? And if the answer's here, then fuck what I think. You know what I'm saying? But I think also on some low self-esteem shit, we need that validation
Exactly.
sometimes.
I
I don't think everybody. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
I used to, I ain't gonna say I did that in particular, but I'd be like, man, I got a bad bitch, man. This bitch, she nice. Like when we first started back messing around or whatever, y'all know Dame. So Dame had dropped me off over her crib or something to give her a hug, and I'm like, oh, she thick as hell, she nice, man. She sexy, chocolate, whatever. And it wasn't to get his approval.
You was just shitting your opinion.
I was just sharing my fucking opinion. And what he would have said didn't even fucking matter. I don't give a fuck if he would agree to whatever. I don't even remember what the fuck he said because it really didn't matter. Because that's what the fuck I felt.
I know. Okay, so we're gonna be truthful
Oh,
there, right?
Right.
So I know one time I showed you a picture of my ex-girlfriend or my girlfriend, whoever she is now, I'm not sure. But and you was like, damn, country, she ain't your type. You like, I was so heartbroken. I was so heartbroken that you didn't approve of her. You know what I'm saying? And it took me to be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, fuck you talking about,
this my girl. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, this what I like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, she's skinny. You know what I'm saying? He like, she's skinny. I'm like,
You gave me the prerequisites. You said she's skinny as hell, woo, woo, woo. And I just agreed with you.
no, I didn't say she was skinny as hell. I said she's skinny,
Okay,
right?
okay.
And you was like, when I showed you the picture of her,
I remember.
it was like, damn, she ain't your type or something to that.
Yeah, I did.
And I was just so heartbroken, like, damn, my mans didn't approve of my girl, you know what I'm
So we
saying?
kind of hardwired for that though, man.
Yeah,
But it
no
wasn't-
dude wants
it wasn't
that
a-
chick that nobody else wants to smash, though. Like,
But my
Well, that's
thing,
what I was about
I
to
didn't
ask.
mean to
Would
be
you
harsh.
rather he said, like, yes, damn.
hell yeah.
That's really?
no, you do
Yeah.
kind of want that validation.
Yeah.
But that can go too far, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had this little chick I was messing with in Atlanta one time. And I showed my guy her picture. Like, yeah, I was proud of her. You know what I'm saying? Look at this little bad little thing I got. And he was so into, like, he wanted to see the picture a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? It made me uncomfortable. Like, I felt like
Okay.
he was throwing that in his yank bank for later. He was going to
Yeah.
go home and jerk off that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It got creepy. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I showed him, he was like, damn, man, just got some nice little titties. Fat, all right. Then, like, 5 minutes later, yo, let me see that again right quick. I'm like, no, nigga, chill.
Like,
But-
yeah, send me that pic.
We want to feel like the woman that we took out of this cornucopia of women in the world and put on our arm is appreciated as beautiful and valuable by the outside world. We kind of do want that.
But you do notice how he said, you know, he didn't break up with his girl because of what he said.
Right.
Females, but
Right, they
Pick a
will
fight,
switch up
yeah.
the
Hold
whole.
on, I got another one. So her friends, all single. This is what happens. This is what happens, right? All her friends, even her family. You know what I'm saying? They went through all these broken relationships with boyfriends and just relationships, period, right? And they got so much access to her where they could get to her and talk to her about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like my grandmother. My grandmother, for example, no woman was ever good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? That was my grandmother, though. I understood that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like being you the mama of a daughter, or you being a father of a daughter. No man gonna be good enough for your daughter. I understood my grandmother's point of view. I don't understand. How can you take advice from another single woman? You see what I'm saying?
Miserable single woman.
Right. You know, you don't have a man, so how can you lead me in the right direction and you're lacking in this area? You see what I'm saying? And that's what her friends did. You know what I'm saying? He this, he that. You know, they never highlighted anything good about me. You know, but it was partly her fault too because she didn't say good things about me to build me up. You know what I'm saying?
Because they use them to vent.
Right.
So all she knows
Right. So she constantly, you know what I'm saying, listening to her friends. Constantly listening to her friends. Eventually she breaks up with me. I'm sitting there stuck like, what the fuck did I do? You know what I mean? Months go by, we don't talk, we ain't together, you know what I mean? So finally we get back together. You know what I'm saying? And that's my fault.
All right, we back from break. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna ask the ladies the final questions if they learned anything, and Ray Cash is gonna give you a synopsis on everything we talked about today, and that'll be it. So, Kristen, would you like to share? Did you learn anything today, Kristen?
Yeah, a little bit.
Expand on it, please.
The whole thing with like social media and announcing relationship statuses. I always thought it was something that was like if they didn't do it, it was something that they were trying to hide or just trying to be a player. But I learned that that's not everybody's perspective,
Right.
And there's actually a reason why some people don't do it.
Right. That's what's up. What about you, Miss Nikki Vaughn? Did you learn anything today?
I did.
What was that?
Definitely that sacrifices in relationships should not be one-sided at all.
That's
deep.
I mean, it just shouldn't. I mean, if you love and appreciate that person, you should definitely do whatever it takes to make them happy and to keep them happy. And that's it.
Did you learn anything from me?
That was the lesson that you taught her.
Okay.
And she thanks you for it. And Kristen thanks you for it too.
That's what I'm here for.
So Ray Cash is gonna give his synopsis on, you know, what we pretty much talked about today. And
Well, I think today was very productive and informative. I'd like to thank our guests for coming out and breaking bread with us.
Thank y'all.
Sound like Russell Simmons.
Just to recap, today's topic focused on social media and its role that it plays in a pre-relationship and relationships in general. When choosing a mate, it pretty much was the consensus was the best way to go about it was in person, separate country. He likes to hunt online. He has all the tools he needs. He picks out his prey.
Hold on, stop. I'm not a pedophile.
You may have seen Country on To Catch a Predator.
Right.
I don't think that.
Cleared that up quick.
I don't think that was a fair and accurate statement.
Look, stop the tape. Put the camera on me.
Said, I like to hunt online. That is not true. I like to hunt. I like to hunt on Earth.
there you go.
The Earth is my turf, right?
Uh-oh. Spit them bars.
No,
Give him that
I don't have any bars. I just want to clarify that for any woman that decides to grace my presence in the future, I'm not a pedophile, okay? I just want
I never said Country was
18 and over. 18 and over, okay? just want to clear that up. But go ahead and finish. I'm sorry.
Congrats on the field play ball.
I mean, I know 17 is legal in most states, but no.
You like 18, right?
18.
18 and
There you
no.
go.
Right.
1 and an 8 in front of it.
Wait for my daughter, man.
I swear. I'm over here like, yeah, I need to check mine. 19, nigga.
We find out that it pretty much was no ceiling for what people were willing to do for a computer like, you know.
Right.
Not stopping short of signing on the dotted line, selling their soul to the devil. You know, they narcissistic. They want them likes.
Yeah.
Which satisfy you good, country? You good? Playing producer. Which leads me into do likes and comments make us narcissistic? I think we all agree that they do
Yeah.
make us narcissistic.
I agree.
Does social media cripple our ability to interact in person and face to face? What was the consensus on that?
Yeah, that one kind of touched home with me. Like when we went to the whole, basically interacting interpersonally is kind of a thing of the past. And you know, we went to the whole texting thing and this, that, and the other. Like it's kind of like social media is taking over everything. The whole interpersonal thing is a thing of the past, and which is crazy. It's crazy, but it's good for us to learn and hear that shit though.
That's right. So the moral of that is get out there and talk. And that's the homework. You know, the challenge for the day is, fellas, go out there and have a conversation with a woman, and women be receptive and have a conversation with a man.
That's right.
You know, smiley faces and LOLs. You know, actually talk, get to know somebody. And I think we touched on the influence of family and friends on social media as well, and deciding if we would smash or pass or keep somebody's potential mate. And I think we all agree that for the most part, the females suffer more so than the males as far as taking a mother or a sister or a friend and hearing that negativity and kicking a potential mate to the curb.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
We did touch on feminism and feminism a little bit, but those are just little teasers. We'll have other podcasts, I'm sure, that will delve into the evil that is feminism.
And the greatness of feminism. The greatness that is feminism.
But yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna wrap it up and we're gonna leave it. We're gonna say, like we always, let's communicate. Leave those doors open. Let's communicate. And we out.
Make sure you send your questions, comments, and concerns to the page.
3 Moves Ahead.
On Facebook, yeah.
Hashtag 3 Moves Ahead, please.
Gangster. Long live Larry.
Yeah, that's it.